Good evening, you're watching News Edge with me, Priyamvada Tyagi. Well, the only way to win a war is to prevent it. Iran launched hundreds of missiles and drones at Israel overnight. How is the world reacting to it? What stand has India taken? What does Israel say and how does it affect India? Let's take a look. The wave of drones and missiles that flew towards Israel overnight on Sunday brought with it a new phase of tension, uncertainty, and confrontation in the Middle East. The next steps remain unclear. But Israel is facing pleas from its allies to step back from the brink of open warfare and choose a path of de-escalation. Around 170 drones and over 120 ballistic missiles were fired towards Israel in the immense aerial attack overnight. Approximately 350 rockets were fired from Iran, Iraq, Yemen, and Lebanon's Hezbollah, according to Israel Defense Forces. However, 99% of the projectiles were intercepted by Israel's aerial defense system and its allies, according to Israeli military, with only a small number reaching Israeli territory. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said, "We have intercepted, we have contained. Together we shall win." But Israel's allies in the West urge the country to work to de-escalate the crisis rather than respond in a way which would tip the situation into open warfare. US President Joe Biden spoke by phone with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu and made clear that the US would not participate in any offensive operations against Iran. Now that India has released a statement on the conflict, well, it says that we call for immediate de-escalation, exercise of restraint, stepping back from violence and returning to the path of diplomacy, it said. As per the statement, India is closely monitoring the evolving situation. India's embassies in the region are in close touch with the Indian community residing there. On the other hand, commandos from Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard rappelled down from helicopter onto an Israeli-affiliated container ship, mostly manned by Indians, near the Strait of Hormuz and seized the vessel on Saturday. We'll have to see how India is going to negotiate with that. As the Indian government stands for peace and de-escalation, the Indian government has initiated efforts to meet with the 17 Indian crew members aboard the vessel. The development follows a conversation between the Minister of External Affairs S. J. Shankar and his Iranian counterpart, that India and Iran have agreed to remain in touch. Israel launched dozens of airstrikes on Gaza overnight, Hamas said on Monday, as the army said it will not be distracted from the war after Iran's unprecedented attack highlighted fears of wider conflict. Well, coming back to India, Air India has suspended flights to Tel Aviv due to the ongoing conflict. Well, let's see what will be the next move. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.